Becky Fox here, and today I'm going to be sharing day 2 of my Improve Your Posture series. So today we're going to be focusing on the hips and the lower back. So if you spend a lot of time sitting and you notice that you have some discomfort maybe in your hips or your low back, these areas can get super tight and super weak. So today I'm going to take you through some stretches that are going to help you loosen up this area. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so for the first 2 stretches, we're gonna go ahead and stay right in our chair. So the good thing is if you're at work and you can't really move a lot, you can do these while you're sitting. So the first one is going to be a seated glute stretch. So what we're gonna do is stretch out this backside. So again, this lower back, this glute area gets really, really tight when we spend a lot of time sitting. So let's go ahead, we're gonna get started here. We're gonna take this foot, we're gonna take our right foot here and just put it up on that left knee. All right, now for some of you, you're going to be feeling that stretch in that backside right there. For some of you, if you're more flexible, you may want to push just a little down on that knee so you can kind of use this arm to push a little. And from there, if you want more of a deeper stretch, you can start to lean forward just a little bit, okay? So it all depends on where you're at. We're all different levels of flexibility, and it also depends how much time you're spending sitting throughout the day and how long you've been doing it for as well. So it's just a great way to start to loosen up through the back of your hip and your glute right here. So you're just going to hold it there. Deep breaths in and out as you hold it. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and switch. So we're just holding it there for 10, 15 seconds. You don't have to spend a ton of time doing this, but the key would be to do it a couple times throughout the day as you start to get tight, as you need to take a break and move that body a little bit. Every couple hours would be really awesome, or even every hour if you could. All right, from there, we're gonna go ahead and take our other foot on that knee, same thing. So for some of you, that might be plenty of stretch right there. If you want a little more, I would start by just pushing lightly down on that knee. We're not trying to yank it, just light here. And from there, you can start to hinge forward just a little bit. So again, you wanna find where you feel the stretch. It should be a little bit of a pull, maybe a little uncomfortable, but this should not hurt, okay? So just hold it there. Again, deep breaths in and out. Keep our back tall. So what we don't want to do is round over. We're already spending all day doing this. So just like I keep telling you in that first video I shared, get those shoulders back, nice good posture, keep that back straight as well. All right, awesome. We're gonna relax that down. From there, we're gonna get the back of that leg. So we're spending all this time just squashing the back of these legs. So let's loosen up those hamstrings just a little bit here. So you're gonna take your foot and take it nice and straight. So you're gonna wanna scooch up to the edge of your chair. Okay, so this will allow you to flex forward a little bit. So same thing, let's get our shoulders back, nice good posture. And for some of you, again, you're gonna start to lean forward. You might not have to go very far till you start feeling the back of that hamstring. But if you have more flexibility, you can start to reach down towards your toe. You might be able to reach your toe, but the key here is not to twist to do it. We still wanna keep our shoulders and our hips facing forward as we just reach down. So for some of you, it might just be in here. As you tip forward, you might already be feeling the back of that leg stretching, and that's all you want. That's a-okay. Awesome, just hold it there for a couple seconds. See if you can go a little deeper. Nice job. All right, other side. So that leg goes back, this one comes forward. So as you can see, my leg's straight, I'm on my heel, my toe is up. I'm keeping my back straight, my shoulders back, and I'm just gonna start to hinge forward. Because again, if we start to round, not only is that bad for our back and our shoulders, but it's gonna take the stretch out of your hamstring. So we've gotta keep a nice straight line from that hip up to that shoulder as we start to tip forward, and you guys will really feel the stretch in the back of that leg. Awesome, hold it there. Again, breathing in, breathing out as you hold this stretch. And relax. All right, from there, we are gonna go ahead and stand up for a couple stretches. All right, so we're up, we're standing, we're out of that chair, which is a great thing too. And so make sure you put it out of the way so you have plenty of room to go through the rest of these stretches. So we're gonna go ahead and start with a hip stretch. So if you're spending a lot of time sitting, we're in, whoop, don't fall over. We're in this position, right? Our hip is flexed. And if you think about this being my hip muscle, it just starts to bunch up. It gets really tight, and then it almost makes it hard for me to stand up. Everything is bunched up so tight. So over time, this is where we start to get rounded forward, right? So we want to stretch that out, lengthen that out so we can stand up nice and tall. The other thing is your hips actually attach onto your lower back, right? So if your hips get tight, it can pull on that back, and that's where that back pain and discomfort can actually come from. So let's go ahead and get those hips stretched out right here. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and take your feet into a staggered position. Your front leg, your toe is pointed forward, leg is forward there. And we're gonna come up on that back toe, okay? So we're not having the heel all the way down, we're up on that back toe. I want you to stand up nice and tall, lengthen through that upper body. We're gonna engage that core a little bit. So what I want you to do to get that hip is we're gonna squeeze through the glute and start to push forward through that hip, okay? So squeeze here, push forward here, keep that core tight. Now what I see a lot of times is people will start to arch back feeling like they're getting this awesome stretch, but you're just really putting some strain on your lower back. So keep your body up nice and tall. I want you to think tall and high versus going back and arching and everything, okay? So we're gonna relax out of that. So we're gonna push in and out. So I want you to squeeze your glute, push, stretch that hip, and then we're just gonna kind of release. So you're kind of letting the glute relax, letting that hip go back a little, and then pushing through it again. Again, I'm still staying tall and long, keeping my core engaged so I'm not arching back. Good, 2 more, squeeze, push, open up that hip, keep your eyes nice and straight, and then we're gonna go 1 more time. So push, nice and tall, feel that hip. Awesome, we gotta even out other side. So it's gonna be the same thing here. You're gonna stagger those feet, your toes forward in the front, we're gonna be back up on the toe and the back heel is off the ground. So stand up tall for me. Remember what I said, nice and tall, core engaged. We're gonna squeeze that booty, press through that hip, keeping that body tall. Relax out of it and push through again. So think about squeezing here like you're trying to push your hip forward as far as you can. It's not really gonna move that much, but you're gonna start to really feel that stretch. So relax out, push. Yeah, you got it. We're also working that booty a little bit here, which is great because when we spend all day sitting on it, it gets really weak. So there's just a little added bonus on top of that hip stretch. All right, we're gonna relax out of that. 1 more here. All right, and relax. All right, from there, we're gonna go ahead and get down in through those sides. So in through the rib cage, the lats, the side of the hip, in through the side of the glute and the leg. So I'm gonna step back just a little so you can see what I'm doing here. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take one leg and I'm gonna cross it right over the other. So my right leg is crossed over my left leg. And from there, I'm just gonna start to reach up and over like I'm making a big C shape with my body here. You can hold on to your hip, or even if you had a chair or a wall, if you feel a little off balance, you can go ahead and do that as well. But we're reaching up and over, feeling a nice stretch in through the side here. Make sure you're pulling that shoulder back. I don't want to see you rounding forward into it. Open the chest, open back, reach up and over. Just hold it there for a few seconds. Nice deep breath in and out. And relax it down. All right, we got to even out. Same thing on the other side. So go ahead and cross it over there. Reach up, reach over, hold on to your hip, hold on to that chair, whatever you need to do. Think about squeezing your glutes just a little bit to get a nice straight line through that back. Good. Reach it up and over. Keep that shoulder back. Keep your gaze forward. Okay, you should be looking forward instead of at the floor. That'll help open up through the chest. And relax it on down there. From there, we're going to go ahead and do a nice adductor stretch, so inner thigh stretch here. So I want you to go ahead and take your feet nice and wide. So as you do that, your feet are pointed straight forward here. I don't want to see them turned out. I see a lot of people do that. Let's keep them straight forward. This is going to help deepen that stretch in through the inner thigh. So from there, what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to sit our hip back and just, I like to actually reach my hands forward to help you sit back a little bit more into this, and you're going to start to feel a nice stretch in that inner thigh. Good. And you're going to come up. We're going to go to the other side. So you bring your hands in for a quick arm break, and then right there, just hold it in. So I'm really trying to push my hips over, getting them over my toes, okay? Bring it up, other side. So push that hip over. Try to get that knee over that toe, hip over that knee, and just push over till you start to feel that inner thigh stretching there. All right, other side. Nice job. Oh, yeah, sit a little lower if you can. 1 more on each side. So push it there, Push that hip back, keep that back straight. So your eyes are staying forward. We're keeping the back straight. This isn't about trying to reach towards the floor. Keep the back tall, keep the back straight, and just lean on into it. Good, back up to center. And you are all done with today's stretches. Great job. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed these stretches, be sure to click like and subscribe to this channel so you can stay tuned for more just like this. Now, this is only day 2. I have 3 more days coming your way, so be sure to check back.